Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We are talking about the Seattle Seahawks in this video with our rapid reaction 20-12 victory on the road against the red-hot Jacksonville Jaguars. And, you know, this was a really interesting game because it felt like Seattle really never had the football. When they did, you know, we saw like JSN had a great game. I still think Darnold had a good game. There wasn't much going in the run department, so it resulted in some third and longs, and Seattle just was not good at third down in this football game. But the defense was kind of the storyline here. We got Leonard Williams down here. We got Uchenna Nwosu up top, and they're going to collab for this sack here. And these guys did such a phenomenal job in this football game. DeMarcus Lawrence had 2.5 sacks. We'll talk about it. They sacked Trevor Lawrence 7 total times. But there's a rapid reaction, so let's keep it moving. So we'll break down some statistics as this video progresses. But, you know, JSN right here really establishing himself as one of the best wide receivers in the NFL. We said it at the end of the last year. He pretty much was like a top 10 wide receiver. People just didn't really know that quite yet. Play action here, 6-3, halfway through the second quarter. Slow offensive game the whole way through. But Sam Darnold takes his deep shot, finds JSN. This is going to be for 61 yards. JSN finished 8 catches for 162 yards and 1 touchdown right here on the 61-yarder. He is he should be in the Jamar Chase, Puka Nacua, Justin Jefferson conversations. Like, he's kind of creeping towards the top 5 wide receiver. Sam Darnold and his connection has been phenomenal. Really good pass pro from the starting 5 offensive linemen here, and Darnold just doing what he does best, taking these deep shots when it works out. So this clip starts a little bit late, but essentially what you have is Leonard Williams going right up the gut. All right, and then you're going to have DeMarcus Lawrence, who once again had 2.5 sacks in this football game. He's going to slip on through on this stunt. And once again, just like that first defensive clip we showed you, it's 3rd down and 9. You know, the Seahawks offense on 3rd down did not do a good job, but the Seahawks defense on 3rd down was very elite. They held Jacksonville to 4 of 16 3rd down conversions, which, by the way, Seattle was 1 of 12. So we'll talk more offense when we get, you know, a couple of clips after this. But, you know, truly, just like the name of the game was 3rd downs. Both teams were horrible. But Seattle's defense was all over Trevor Lawrence this whole game. They didn't allow any rushing. I'll bring it up right here. The Seahawks defense gave up only 3.1 yards per carry, only 59 yards of rushing on 19 attempts. Folks, before we get any further in this video, if you don't mind hitting that like button, hit that sub button. We post a ton of Seahawks videos and NFL videos every single day, and we always do rapid reactions, usually for Seattle every single Sunday or after every victory, but we'll keep it moving. So moving back to the offense, I want to just kind of give you my view on the illustration of this football game. Ken Walker ran the football 10 times for only 34 yards. Zach Charbonnet ran the football 12 times for only 24 yards. And outside of JSN, who had 162 yards, nobody had more than 3 catches. All right, A.J. Barner, who we'll talk about towards the end of this video because A.J. Barner looks phenomenal, and this man, Cooper Kupp. Now, we're about to show you Cooper Kupp's first touchdown of the season as a Seattle Seahawk, but when that run game was not working, the short yardage attempts, taking deep shots when it seems fit, Sam Darnold did a great job navigating through this weird offensive game. 16-27, 295, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. And as this week progresses, we'll take a look at the All-22 because this run game it's been very inconsistent to start this season. I actually did not notice this at the time. We're a little into the 3rd quarter. It's 13-6 Seattle's way. This is going to be the last point Seattle scores in this football game. And what you have here is Cooper Kupp is going to do such a good job of kind of like faking out a screen for this wide receiver right here. I can't tell. It looks like it's JSN. And then he's going to just leak out. And you're going to see a great touchdown from Sam Darnold. But this was the 1 3rd down conversion that this team got in this football game, and it's a great connection. We're starting to see, you know, Cooper Kupp, Sam Darnold, that connection continue to grow and build because there's so much defensive focus on JSN. They're still making it work. JSN's having a phenomenal year, but once again, we're looking up here to Cooper Kupp, and he just does a great job of getting wide open here in the flat. Sam Darnold throws him a phenomenal football. We got JSN up at the top. I guess this wasn't the play where he tried to set what looked like a pick. I apologize. I thought it was looking into this, but I guess that was at a different point in this football game. But really good throw here, back shoulder. Sam Darnold finds Cooper Kupp, gets those 2 feet in, and this is, like I said, Cooper Kupp's first touchdown of the season for the Seattle Seahawks. So 3 catches, 71 yards for Cooper here, just getting better and better. All right, we got a Byron Murphy sack here, who, by the way, had a great football game, 2 total sacks for him here on a stunt with Uchenna Nwosu. And you also see number 0 was that DeMarcus Lawrence coming in as well. But this is credited to Byron. And I want to say really quick, because once again, this defense, it's so injured. The secondary specifically is so injured that having 7 sacks is huge. You know, Trevor Lawrence had a couple of nice throws in this football game, had a nice touchdown. There was no Julian Love. There was no Devin Witherspoon. They're still playing with, you know, very capable backups. But you have to give a lot of flowers to the Seahawks. First off, their whole defense just in general, you only gave up 12 points to a red-hot Jacksonville Jaguars, but you've got all these injuries on the backside in that secondary, and this defensive line, they did such a good job of getting pressure on Trevor Lawrence this whole football game, and the secondary also held up in great ways. You know, even the linebacker room, Drake Thomas got injured for a little bit, but we also saw... Ernest Jones had a nice football game. This is our last defensive clip, and we'll probably do a film study of the Seahawks defense in this video, or this upcoming week after this video, because, you know, we need to get the all 22, and Nwosu had a sack and a half. Byron Murphy had 2. One of them was right here. This front 7 did a phenomenal job, and also the secondary for holding up. All right, folks, we will conclude it here. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Try and get 250 likes on this video. This is pretty much the game winner. This is the game winner here. They're on the 27, something like that. It's 1st and 10, but it's 20-12. There's 3 minutes left in this football game, and I apologize. NFL copyright, you see A.J. Barner right here. He's going to get wide open. Sam Darnold reconfigures, finds a wide open A.J. Barner. A.J. Barner has had such a good second season here. We have now seen 3 straight football games, or actually, no, A.J. Barner didn't catch a touchdown. We had seen 2 weeks ago, or 1 week ago, actually, against Tampa, 7 catches, 53 yards, 2 touchdowns for A.J. Barner here. The week before that against Arizona, he had 3 catches for 32 yards and a touchdown. No touchdown for AJ here, and I wish I could show you some of this yak, because he ends up getting all the way into the red zone, essentially. Does a great job running this route, getting open. Sam Darnold finds him perfectly, wide open, good throw, good catch. And, you know, you've got Elijah Arroyo, the rookie, and you've got A.J. Barner, who had a really sneaky good rookie season. Huge reason why Noah Fant was released. But A.J. Barner's one of these guys where he's such a gem for this Seahawks team that, you know, he's not like a fantasy known tight end. You know, unless you're a Seahawks fan, people probably don't appreciate A.J. Barner. So that's really all we got for today's rapid reaction to the 20-12 victory against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now 4-2 after that crazy Tampa game 2 weeks ago. Monday night matchup at home next Monday against the best defense in the NFL right now, the Houston Texans, and then Seattle hits their bye. So 4-2. Sam Darnold's playing great football. They've got some secondary injuries, but this defense did a phenomenal job in this game, especially giving up 38 1 week ago to Tampa. So that's it from me. Hope you enjoyed. Hit that like button, hit that sub button for daily NFL content. Stay tuned for some Seahawks All 22 as the week progresses, but let me know your player of the game and any thoughts you had watching this game. Peace.